half full, the revival.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Hey, didn't see you there. What, were you waiting for me, Frank? What's that? Kind of hard to hear you over here from the Eastern Conference Finals. Okay, very good. That was a hell of a comeback. I just wanted to show you that a Game 6 win on the road is possible. Feel free to seize the moment like I did. Well, thank you for your service. You're a true warrior as you watched from your couch. Hey, is that a new jersey? Yeah, thanks for noticing. Got a good deal on it, too. Apparently in China, I'm a triple XL. Aren't you like 5'11"? Aren't you 5'11"? Yeah, but on skates, I'm like 6'4". Oh, get a grip, Frank. Did you hear the Giants guy got a new jersey, too? Hey, fellas. Ah, the old tribute to 1925, huh? You look ridiculous. Wait, seriously? Yes, seriously. Who approved of this? Oh, come on. Stupid fucking pants. See you later.
Peace and blessings. It is your boy, Eli Rex, a.k.a. Vibes, and welcome to New York Revival, where it's not just sports, it's entertainment. And I'm here with my brothers, man. You guys know who this is, and that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Spee if you nasty.
Let's take the drink.
And shout out to my brother El Jefe, a.k.a. White Jersey, a.k.a. Blue Jersey, a.k.a. all the 1925 tribute outfit there. Shout out to you. Yes, you, the revivalists in the chat. Please hit that thumbs up, share, retweet, repost, whatever it is now that X has it. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, go over to Spotify, iTunes, hit that follow buttons, hit that notification. We do appreciate all the support. What a funny ass video to start off with. I was dying. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout out to you, F. What was the thought process behind that, bro? Because that shit was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I appreciate you. I came home last night after the game, and this one of my friends, the guy who played Wink in that skit I did.
Yes,
he's a big boy, and he ordered a triple XL from China, and it didn't cover half of them. And so when I got to TK's last night, he was like, "You're the only person I know that this will fit. So why don't you try it on?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is made for me." I'm like, "I'm a big man in China," and so it was a joke going on last night. And then, after the game, me and him were talking, some others, like we kind of just wrote the sketch kind of together, just spitballing and throwing ideas out there. He was like, you got to have the Giants guy come out in some khakis or something. I'm like, fuck, that's. And then instead of stupid fucking shirt referring to the Barkley jersey, now it'll be stupid fucking pants. So he's got a shtick now. So it all just happened, and I was in rough shape this morning, but I made it happen anyway.
Proud of you, man. That was a great video, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I laughed my ass off, especially the Giants part that came in, because I'm like, and the funny thing is, behind the scenes, guys, he actually had a couple different outfits, and me and Spee was like, nah, you gotta go with this one with the red shirt, because it just doesn't make sense while it makes sense. Chaotic sense, if that made any sense.
I asked like 5 or 6 of my friends which is the one, like to capture like the new uniforms, and I think like 5 out of 6 said the red because it's awful, like it's just terrible shit. And the other one just looks like a regular blue jersey, so like had to do that. Shout out Lord Puffalot in the house, who
love him.
He helps me behind the scenes with a bunch of stuff, but
what a fucking night last night, guys.
What a night.
It was a great night because we decided to actually hit record, because we were just talking amongst ourselves, and we're like, man, the New York City is electric. Not only New York Rangers go to advance to the Eastern Conference Finals, but you got the Knicks that are coming on tonight that can do the same damn thing tonight. I believe they're over in Indiana. But guys, before I get into the Knicks, I just want to talk about that game as far as the Rangers in a nutshell. Wow, being down and then Kreider coming there with a hat trick, man. Spee, I want to ask you first, because you put me on to the sport. I'm still new to this hockey thing, man. But just tell me, what was your emotion? What was your feeling just watching that game? And then I'm going to ask Hefe as well. But what was your thought and your emotion watching that game, man? Because it was electric.
Dude, it was roller coaster. Absolute roller coaster of emotions. Like, the first 2 periods, first period, I feel like our battle level was good. Like they were. It looked like they were into the game. They had good jump, had good legs. But 3 shots in the period, and then Carolina scores late. So deflating. and you immediately think of bad thoughts. We're like, all right, this is not good. And then second period happens. It gets worse. We're down 3-1. It's looking ugly. We're like, now I'm thinking. I see the videos from Jeff. He's like, where are the fucking Rangers? Where are they? Where are the Rangers? He's saying, am I watching the worst collapse of all time? And I'm putting out videos, tweets like, this may be the last we see of this core. We're done. These guys are soft. And everybody's like, this is it. You got to show some balls right now in this third period, or else this whole thing might fall apart. Lo and behold, Chris fucking Kreider drops his big old nuts on the table. Boom. Big old nuts. And he just goes God mode. Hat trick in the third period. Natural hat trick, meaning no empty net goal. Natural freaking hat trick in the third period for the first time since Mark Messier 19, you guessed it, 94. It's all just coming together. Unbelievable performance. And let's not forget what I tweeted too in the middle of it. Igor just needed to hold down the fort while everything was going on. He needed to keep the Carolina 3 goals, and Carolina had some great chances in that third period. It could have been, once that fourth goal hit, it could have been done. But he went God mode. It looked like he wasn't going to let a puck past him. Kreider, first chip in, good. The second tip, amazing. And then the third goal to tie things up, or take the lead, was just like the roof went off. I changed my shirt halfway through the game. I went upstairs for 3 of the goals. Whatever was working. So I was like, I'm going to go upstairs. And I went upstairs 3 different times, 3 different goals. Whatever the superstition was, it changed. It fucking felt amazing. And here we are. Like we were 5 seconds away from game 7 at home, losing 3 straight, to now we have 5 days rest before the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hell yeah.
We're cooking, baby. We're cooking with gas.
And on top of that too, let me just put it before I ask Hef. On top of that too, the team was kind of looking lethargic. They were looking a little bit tired. So the fact that they can add more rest coming into that next game, the Eastern Conference Finals, Rangers, man, they got something special. But Hef, man, give me your thoughts, because you was out and about. You was drunk. You was killing it. You was making these videos like, where the fuck are you? Wake up. The next minute, the Rangers come back and they do their thing, man. Just give me your thought process. What was your emotion, etc. watching that game, man?
It was it was such a ride, because I'm watching this game with some diehard Ranger fans. Like, how we are with Giants, they are with Rangers.
Yep.
And the vibes were very, very dark and gloomy after 2 periods, man. They were like, it doesn't matter if you win the fucking Presidents. You don't matter who your coach is. They fucking fold every year. Like, the vibes were rough, dude. It was real rough. And then to go from down 3-1 in the third to winning 5-3, we were fucking going nuts. And when we were down 3-1, remember, I think Eli, you tweeted about it, that goal was on the line. Like, you're talking an inch or two, and I'm like, we need that so bad.
It seemed like that was the bad omen right there,
exactly.
right? It's like, this is how we're gonna lose.
Yep.
I said at the time, not only is that's a career highlight for that guy, would have been certainly more so if they pulled out the win. But when that kind of play happens, it usually means you lose the game. Like if you don't score on plays like that, you usually lose. And Kreider just wasn't having it. And I gotta say, Trocheck, I've been on it for a while. He's probably the one guy that every single night showed up. Like, even our best players, Panarin, Kreider, went quiet for a game or two here and there. Yeah. Trocheck has showed up every single game. Major shout out to him. But the vibes were incredible with 5 or 6 diehard Ranger fans. And there was hugging, there was jumping. It was all just electric. It's everything you want as a fan, just to have that moment with your friends celebrating. It was fucking epic.
Nah, I totally agree. Even watching that game, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I thought I was the jinx here, because remember a couple years ago where you guys were like, "Man, don't watch any of these games," because it seemed like every time you watch, we lost. Remember that? And
you were like, you were like, these guys suck.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, man. Hold up. Let me just turn this off, because I heard you guys in the back of my mind. Like, let me turn this off here for the betterment of the New York Rangers. And I tell you, I turned it off, man. But
You're a hero.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. and watching that, I look at the DMs, man. I look at the group chat, and Spiro's like, "Yo, E, I think you need to, turn this game back on." And I was like, "Holy shit!" They came back. They came back and they freaking won. And listen, man, the game that Kreider played, because looking at the highlights and etc., this guy's the older veteran of that team to come in and actually put the team on his back.
The true captain, if you ask me.
The true, man. That was just a heroic performance, nothing short of that. When you watching the Knicks, or not the Knicks, the Rangers, or watching this New York teams, period, you can't help but to get a little emotional, man, because you want this for the city for the longest time. You wanted this. You craved this winning culture, this winning team. I remember they were telling the owner, hey, sell the team. These guys just aren't doing good. But the fact that you got the Rangers, the Knicks, even the Liberty coming in and doing their thing for the city, you want to look at the other teams in the city like the Giants and go, yo, all right, it's your time to keep up with this trend. It's your time to keep up with this winning culture that we have here around this team. You go around New York City and Manhattan and etc., you see everybody in their jerseys waving it loud and proud, wearing it, rocking it. This is what New York culture is about. And the fact that these teams are doing this, especially the Rangers, man, it's a sight for sore eyes just to see them going to that Eastern Conference. Now, guess what? There's another task ahead when there's Florida, but I got a feeling, and Speed, I don't want to say this, but I have to. I think the toughest competition was the Hurricanes.
It could
really,
be.
really was.
You could be right.
I think, not to say it's going to be easy sailing, but I'm looking at that cup and I'm licking my lips a little bit. I'm chomping at the bit a little bit.
You, man.
And I go, yo, we're going to get this. I really feel that we're going to win this thing all, and we're going to be at a parade, and we're going to tell you guys to come in and check us out down the Canyon of Heroes. I'm telling you right now, I just feel it in my plums. I feel it in my plums, man. So I'm hoping that I'm right on this one. I'm definitely hoping.
Listen, the Hurricanes were chomping at our heels all season long. They were right there. If we were 1A, they were 1B. So that was as good as competition as you'll see, like left. You know, obviously there's Dallas, Colorado, Edmonton, and Vancouver are battling. We're gonna see who we play with Florida versus Boston. I'm hoping Boston wins tonight. We should all be Boston fans. Let that be a drag out Game 7, like double overtime in Game 7 too. So they are dead tired by the time they come out of that series, because that's usually where we are, right? Like we usually, the Rangers are always playing Game 7, dead by the time the Eastern Conference finals come along, and then you run out of gas. So this could now can get turned on its head a little bit, and you're not wrong. The Carolina Hurricanes could have been the toughest competition that we have to face, man. You're very well right on that, and that's let alone the 5 days rest for games for a guy like Adam Fox, who injured his knee in the first round and clearly wasn't Adam Fox in the second round. Now you get 5 days to ice, rest, do whatever you got to do. You expect 100% of Adam Fox. Wheeler's got another week of practice now. Hedl, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's got another week. You could juggle, you could experiment, rest. This is best case scenario. Best case scenario, and they earned every bit of it. And another cool story I want to tell you guys. I don't know if you saw Kreider, obviously with the hat trick. If you see a picture of his lawn, hats littered all over his lawn. It's just great shit. Everybody's in, bro. Everybody's all in on this shit, and it's just fun to watch.
You know what? I would love to get a picture or an image of that, man, but we're not trying to put his personal life out as far as his property.
No, they etched out his house. So
that's awesome. Just imagine coming home and seeing that, man. That's that'll make you feel incredible. But this is what happens when your team is winning and have that winning culture and that they're on their way right now, to actually making history. This is history. History in the making, and you got to win it all in order to cement it at this point. And I think the Rangers are well on their way, and I don't want to jinx it. I'm knocking on wood as we speak. But I'm not to say I'm comfortable, Speed, and because again, I'm just coming in fresh here. But I'm looking at that and I'm just going, man, I'm okay. I'm confident. I'm very confident that something's gonna happen and we're gonna win this thing all. I'm very confident.
When that kind of thing happens, like it did last night, that blows up this team's head and confidence that much more. You're like, all right, we got over the biggest hurdle right now, and we got this heroic performance. Now we're fresh. We're in, because every round is a whole new scenario. It's a whole new thing. You almost flush what happened in the past. Now you got tons of confidence, tons of rest. You're feeling amazing, and you're going into this next series. That kind of third period performance from Chris Kreider can propel a team and could propel number 20 into those motherfucking rafters.
Let's go.
In the top of MSG. I'm telling you, if you look at it now, Chris Carter, someone's gonna have to fact check me. He's gonna be up there in goals scored, for
everything.
Ranger history and everything.
He's up there.
He's been a huge Ranger for so long, and that kind of performance, that Messier-like performance, if you win a cup at the end of it, that gets your fucking name in the rafters.
Then you're not just a great Ranger with a great career. You are a fucking legend. For the rest of your life. You could still. Everyone knows the clip of Messier holding up the cup and doing that thing.
Yes.
There's nothing like that. And those legends all have those moments just like that. They always show Eli Manning with the half tears and his quivering a little bit. He looks to the side, just realizing what he just did. Every legend has those moments. Kreider, he's just. He is the captain. He's always been the captain in my eyes. He's the leader. He's the one that waits on the ice, make sure every guy gets out before him. That's your leader right there. Well, we're going to leave Trouba out of this because we're keeping the vibes good. We got the music going, a beat going. Yeah. But there's another team to talk about, too.
Listen, guys, tonight we have an incredible game. The Knicks can close this out and keep the vibes at an extra high. Maybe you could get another live show from us. Who knows, man? Especially if they close it out. Just to let you know. But we got the Knicks Pacers tonight. The Knicks are up, I believe, 3-2. Am I correct? The Knicks are up 3-2. They have a chance to actually close this out. I gotta exhale. I gotta exhale. And the reason why I'm exhaling.
Not yet. Don't exhale yet.
No, you know what? And it's exhaling in. Oh my gosh, I gotta let the jitters out a little bit, guys, because I'm nervous. I really want them to close it out. But here's why I'm confident on why I think the Knicks will actually take it in convincing fashion tonight. And what I mean by 20 points, I'm predicting right now that they will win by 20 points tonight. It's because they are extra focused. When you watch them that last game, and I know I usually go around the room. Forgive me, guys. I'm out of order here.
Do your thing. Do your thing.
But after watching them and Jalen Brunson leave the court and how serious they were, I was like, these guys are killers. That's that Mamba mentality that we look for out of these players. That's that Michael Jordan-esque mentality that we look for in each player, no matter what field of sport it is. Those guys walked off the court and they were like, we got one more. We're not done here. We got to go out there and we got to perform in a convincing fashion, knowing that we have Boston right around the corner, and that's our toughest task. Let's get rid of these pups once and for all. The attitude that they got wasn't no games. It wasn't no celebration. It was, we got one more. I'm focused.
You're right.
I'm focused. And right there is what gives me confidence that these guys are going to go in and it's going to be a slaughter. I think it's going to be a slaughter for the Pacers there at home. 20 points. Mark this down. Hot take. That at 20 points, man, the Knicks will win by and advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. But let's go around the room. Hef, what you got, brother?
Halliburton's a bitch. This guy, Pacers are they're a finesse team. They're a pretty boy team. They are not the actual toughness that the Knicks players have. And I love what DiVincenzo said after the game, after he got mixed up, with that dude a little bit. He's like, they're not tough guys. That's not who they are. He looked right at the cameras. That's not who they are. Yeah,
it's not you.
And
you're not that guy.
And it's not. That guy. The Knicks don't play dirty. They just play fucking hard, and they don't back down. And every time I think they're on the mat for good, they bounce back up again. After Game 4, when you lose that game in Indiana, you're thinking, fuck, we're too beat up. The energy isn't there, nothing's working. And what do? They come right back and beat them by 30. Unbelievable. So tonight, if you get Devo and Brunson banging threes early, you could take them out because they are not tough-minded. They're going to turn, they're going to get emotional, they're going to get dirty, and that's when you know you have them. That's when they're fucking cooked right there. Keep the crowd out of it and just come out firing. Devo, I'm going to call. You want another hot take? 5 threes in the first half.
First half. Let's go.
5. 3 in the first quarter. He's going to in the first 3 or 4 possessions, he's going to hit 2. He's just going to come out fucking firing.
Let's go. And just to that point, Devo only had 8 points last game. He had, it's not he's due for another big one. Yep, so let's get it now. I think these Knicks, they smell blood in the water. Like you said, E, they're killers right now. They smell blood in the water. This is a young fucking team that shouldn't be here in Indiana. And on the other side of it, if you get this extra couple days rest, if you finish the series tonight, massive for this Knicks team. And we talked about rest for the Rangers. this Knicks team needs any day they can get, any extra day. Brunson extra rest. OG. I saw a tweet that he's dunking today, so he's close. So you get this, you rest your guys, and you're cooking with gas after that. And you said it. These guys, these Nova Knicks, they have the championship pedigree. They know what it takes. They know it's business. It's all business, and they're going to stand on that business tonight. And I truly believe, like you said, they're going to get it done. They're going to get it done. They're a bunch of fucking winners, and they know what it takes, and they're going to go for the throat here. And then you rest up for Boston because that's a whole new battle, and you got to get right for that.
We got a quick super. Hey, Frank. Good to see you, Frank. You guys,
Revivalist of the month. Shout out to
Bill has been. I don't want to say like the best revivalist month because they're all awesome, but the bar has been risen. I will say that Bill. Bill,
shout out to Bill.
You guys didn't even notice my name on this whole podcast.
Frank's name?
Yeah, Frank. I love it.
That's great. That's so great.
Hey,
that's so great.
Knicks in 6. Let's do this tonight. Let's take care of business. DiVincenzo. Oh,
good to know. That's my prop bet right there.
Ooh,
get that money.
I'm gonna have to do that, man.
I already took him. I already took him plus 5.5. Yeah. Oh, talk about your bet real quick.
So me and Spiro talked about it on a show last week about how I love the hockey correct score bets, because if you think like who's gonna win, it's gonna usually be in that 3-2, 4-2, something like that.
5-3.
So I did 2 or 3 $5 bets, and then I'm like, let me just throw $10 on a long shot, and I just went to 5-3. And the Rangers are down 3-1 at the end of the game. I'm not even thinking about that bet, and then bang, bang, bang. And when they're up 4-3, they're gonna pull their goalie, I'm like, give me the empty netter. Give me the fucking empty netter.
Let's go.
Seal the game. You're in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you hit this bet all at once, and it all happened at once. I didn't even tell anybody last night because I didn't want it to be about the
beautiful.
Bet. Just wanted it to be about the Rangers, and it was just fucking everything. All the vibes were elite. It was perfect. So drinks on me, like I said.
Hell yeah! I won my series bet. I bet Rangers too. Also, I'll say this about that last goal. You knew as soon as Gaudreau turned around, he knew exactly where that fucking net was, and you knew he was making it. Like, he was so decisive. Like, I was like, oh, game over. As soon as he turned around, I was like, this is game over. Boom. Nailed it. And
not to mention, before that, there was, I think, at least 3 icings of them trying to hit that empty net. Right? And every time I'm like, it's like, just hit it, please. Just hit it one time.
And I was about 30 seconds ahead of where Hefe was, and I called him. I FaceTimed him because I knew he was part at Tom's, and I caught their reaction as they won, and it was just
so cool. He must have been 30 seconds ahead of me or something on the stream, because when he called me, there's still 15 seconds left. We're all like standing up, like waiting for this game to wrap up, and I just see Spiro on FaceTime like this, and I'm like, that's a good sign. So I just start watching like this, and the Spiro already knew, so he got to see us jumping around and everything. Then like I walked outside, and we laughed, we cried. It was a great FaceTime.
Let's go. But man, of course, man, we wanted to do a quick little show for you guys for the afternoon, just to show you the excitement of it. We're excited. We love doing these, man. We can't wait till we actually do this for a living, to where we can just light up and just go and do our thing. So we appreciate all the support and everybody tuning in. Shout out to 169 that's in the building, watching right now for a surprise show that's pretty damn good. So we do appreciate. Can I
just say one more thing?
Yeah.
We're only halfway through this shit, guys. We're only halfway through. There's potentially another month left of Knicks and Rangers games, and it's just like. Your wives are gonna hate us, but listen, I think they're along for the ride, right? This is fucking fun. Like you can't help but not be caught up in this. They're gonna hate us a little bit still, but man, let's ride.
I thought that was like a wrap it up buzzer. Hey, how do you like the Friday vibes?
2 more weeks. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So guys, of course, shout out to the Superman Bill Hartnett. Drinks on me. Frank's name was stealing my line. That's hilarious. Let me say this, guys, really quick. If the Rangers obviously are continuing, We're gonna try to do like a little watch party in a local area from the New Jersey. Try to find a neutral ground. Maybe you guys can come out and have a drink with us, man. We'll keep you guys posted. We're gonna try to do something dope for you guys to where hopefully you can watch the game, get some drinks, get some vibes, get to meet some of you guys personally. Even though we met a couple of you guys as well, but we want to meet more, man. Why not? We're a big family here, so we'll keep you guys posted if we decide to do that. So this is the plan. We hope we can execute for you guys. But yeah, great show. Shout out to you guys. Hit that thumbs up, share, and subscribe. We do appreciate all the support. Don't forget Apple, Spotify as well, iTunes. I said Apple, iTunes and Spotify. Please go on there and take a look at our stuff there as well. And of course, man, on behalf of my brothers, man, you guys know who they are. And that's Mr. Glass Half Full, and that's Speed if you
nasty now.
Let's go, Knicks.
Let's go, Knicks. And of course, my brother El Jefe, aka White Jersey, aka Blue Jersey, aka Frank's neighbor. That is your boy Eli Rex, aka Vibes. We see you guys on the next one. Peace and blessings. Yes, sir.
New York Revival, I'm in the building.
Let's go.
Eli Rex, El Jefe, Mr. Glass Half Full, the revival.